Welcome back, everyone, to the final portion here of week 7 of West Marches. Adam's webcam, we struggled during the break, but we got Co back in, so that's good. We just don't have Adam's camera, so we'll figure that out.
Just imagine my handsome face floating before you.
Yep. He's casting a spell. It's just taking a long time. No, you turned the camera off. No.
I did not
What happened?
turn my camera off, sir.
Oh.
I didn't do anything.
Anyways, I've done my part, kind of.
So, you killed a whole bunch of wolves, and some of them were splitting in half. What do you guys do now?
Disneyland.
Yeah,
It's time.
good.
I don't know. We should check on our bacon. Poor thing. That must
Yeah,
have been
yeah,
a disturbing experience.
recover-
I just feel like we've had a lot of wolf problems on this adventure, and it might just be time to call it a day. Like, we should probably just trek back home and cut our losses. Because this has been rough.
You're gonna have to make your way back home, too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to go any further. Like, I feel like we should just like get home and hope that we get there safely without any more stupid monster attacks.
I am totally with Grigori on this.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, while we're gathering, actually, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my medicine kit, and I'm going to apply my healer talent to my dragony friend.
Okay.
So I'm spending 1 use of my healer kit to activate my healer feat. So you roll a d6 plus 4, and that's how many hit points you get.
Wow, dang.
That's such a good feat.
Yeah, that's really good.
Like at first level, it's really good.
Okay.
Okay, so you get 5 HP back. I bind your wounds and put some weird poultices on them.
I trust
GP.
you, even though I still haven't seen any paper which actually confirms you being a doctor.
I just literally healed your wounds. You feel better. You are not as dead as you were a minute ago.
Yep.
Thank you.
The proof is in the proof's in the pudding.
Can we move over to the page screen that shows all of the awesome
Oh yeah, our
wolves that we've drawn?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
do a little art for the fans.
Chat needs to see our wolves. I like them all.
I kind of half expected Talk to, like, emerge from the belly.
Of the half
We gotta
And one
fight
of
a
the
half
wolves.
talk.
Yeah. These wolves were not beefcake wolves. They were normal wolves. All right, so Grigori, you're going to start navigating back over to
I will.
to home, huh?
Hopefully I can navigate us home better than I navigated us out here.
Give me a navigation roll.
I shall. Sometimes the gods love you, sometimes they spit in your face.
You rolled... I think that's good, actually. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
15 on the actual survival skill roll.
Yep, that's totally solid. So, like, you know, Grigori, that you're actually on the south side of the Harlud Barrows, and
Yeah.
that the easiest way to get back home would just be to, like, cut around the barrows, basically just follow the circumference of them until you're on the north side, and then head north until you hit Veriscali. So,
And
Yes.
once I find like a place I recognize, I can get us home, no problem.
Yep. I mean, you could actually just straight backtrack the entire way that you came very easily, but that would take you a lot longer.
Yeah, but I mean, I can get food for everybody every time, but there's a chance we'll get attacked. So
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
no, I'll take the route that I had planned here, like go around and then cut home.
all right, that sounds fine. So, you know, the first half of the day passes uneventfully. Go ahead and roll a second time.
Okay, I will do that. For you. Oh,
Okay.
it's bad.
Actually, it's only the first roll of the day that determines your navigation, and then
Oh, so it's all the
it's,
other stuff.
it's only if you failed that you make subsequent navigation checks.
Got it.
So it's just the other stuff. It's all the encounter stuff.
Okay, cool.
Let's see. Yep. Okay. No. You end up passing the next portion of your day uneventfully. So you've traveled for a full day. Yeah, you think you're quite close to Virascali, actually, by how
So-
much you've been walking.
So just as a quick question, so as we were walking around the outside of the barrows, I keep wanting to say barrens, but no.
That's something else.
The pig isn't like doing anything. It's not like, oh, mushroom smell, because I'm definitely keeping an eye out. I'd love to like salvage something out of this.
Yeah.
This shit show.
You know what? Give me a perception check. We'll see what you see. If you're like keeping an eye out into the barrows.
Just around the edges, looking at like the base of like sunken trees, or like just to see if we see any like unusual mushrooms. I'd just love to bring something back. Or just eat them and get high. Let's see. Perception.
Yeah.
Ability mod is not great, but not bad either. 3. Okay. It's a bit.
Ching, 22.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad.
Dang, dude. Okay, let me see. Yeah, you're sort of over on the northeast side of the Harlud Barrows, and there's been a stiff breeze blowing all afternoon, and it's really actually cleared out the air over the barrows quite well. So from your position of advantage on the height over the barrows, you can actually see into them pretty well. Let's see exactly where the features are. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah. Like if you're just looking for like edible mushrooms, it's easy for you to have found some. That's no problem. You know, your pig starts sniffing around the base of a twisted tree hanging on the edge of the cliff, and you notice there's a couple of large fleshy mushrooms hanging there. But as you're stopping and gathering them, you're looking out over the barrows, and you can see like clear into the center of the barrows, maybe like 3 miles away. There is like a low stone tower that's kind of squat, and it's quite small in the distance. And as the breeze blows towards you, the air smells kind of like stale and dusty, but there's also sort of this rich, earthy smell.
Okay. Well, not today, Barrows Tower, but I file away. I'm like, okay, we're coming back right here next time.
Good.
And I'll mention that to Shaldrick. I'm like, I point out the tower. I'm like, there's something there. Let's go get Karthak and come back.
Another adventure for another time.
Cool. So I'll take the mushrooms that I have found and like bundle them up, put in my bag, and then we'll head home.
Yep. You curve around until you think that you're on the very north side of the barrows, based on where the sun is, and you're keeping your eye out in the barrows and, checking where Babe is looking. And you notice, just as you get to sort of like that sense in your bones, like, okay, we're on the north side, time to head north. You see maybe like, 500, 1,000 feet in the barrows, there's sort of a collection of hills, of barrow mounds that form sort of a basin. And in the center of a basin, you see a small engraved altar.
Just hanging out there, huh?
Do we still have the pig?
He really wants us to go there. We do have the pig still, yes. It was just digging for mushrooms. Stephen.
And so let me understand. Has the use of the pig expired?
No, I still haven't found the ghost mushrooms, but I can always buy another pig. It was 3 gold, man.
It's not like we grew
if you want
attached
to
to
keep
it.
looking while we're out.
Well,
Just saying, there's an altar.
you said
Got a pig. that's put
It's what, like it's
together.
500. You said it's like 500 feet or somewhere in there.
It's
okay.
close.
Well, I mean, let's slug out there. I'll take a look at it. We can see if it's well, let's go look. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
Famous last words.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to run, but
All right, you step into the Harlud Barrows.
okay.
Sort of sliding your way down this cliff down to the bottom. There's no need for rolls, but like as soon as you're down at the bottom, there's like all of the earth in here is this dusty gray sort of dust. And there's mounds all over everywhere. The air is clear from the wind that's blowing across. Today is it's quite clear.
Yeah.
And you feel this sort of sense of oppression in your heart, like suddenly the
every day,
atmosphere has
Stephen.
changed.
All day, every day.
Yeah. It's called the patriarchy, and
I kill it. I kill it with swords.
yeah, good. That is the right way to kill the patriarchy. Okay. Yeah. So you lead the party off towards this altar in the middle of in this basin, and it's a heavy stone altar, about 5 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. It's got an ornately carved base, and it looks like there are sort of like deep grooves on the surface that run down over the corners, and it's set into like a bowl-like basin with hills on each side. How close are you approaching?
I'd like to get close enough to examine the altar for any religious markings, like as close as I need to get to trigger a religion check.
Yeah, great. You're looking at it, and the base is ornately engraved. The top of it is a solid slab, but the bottom is carved in the likeness of a macabre subterrane with like skeletons and ghouls that are feasting on flesh and drinking wine out of goblets. And there is like a tall and imposing lord standing at the back of this large table where there are all of these skeletons feasting. Go ahead and give me your religion check.
Okay.
Wow.
Solid.
Wow.
Religion?
Yeah, you know what?
Bones and stuff.
Like, Rasta is the lord of the underworld, but you're not sure if this specific iconography is actually really associated with him.
Yeah. I just look at the thing, and I look at Sheldrick, and I say, if by some chance we have wandered across this altar and it is the one we're looking for, well, it seems like luck to me. And I look at the pig, and I shrug. I'm like, I can always get another pig if you want to give it a shot.
So I take a deep breath and I say, well, we're here. We can't really ask for much more of an opportunity. I say we give it a try.
Okay.
Varani, how do you feel about this?
I'm just nodding along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Varani, can you and I help you lift the pig up onto the altar? But once it's there, I want to say to both of you, I'm like, I touch my holy symbol, and I'm like, I've helped you this far, but I cannot participate. I do not want to insult my gods.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't really
So,
have anyone to talk to, so I guess it's up to the dwarf.
So what happens if things go south, Grigori? Are you going to help us or watch?
If something goes wrong, I will help you.
I'm okay with this.
Okay. So, the pig is sort of happily grunting.
Not for long.
You notice...
Sucker.
You notice, Sheldrick, that the top of the altar is stained a mottled brown.
Right.
The ground around the altar is like dry, and there are like little cracks in the earth nearby. So are you like trying to sacrifice this pig in a way that's pleasing to Rasta?
If I knew of how to do these things, I certainly would. As I would want to do everything as properly as possible. And in fact, I should probably reference Grigori to see if he can identify anything on the shrine that would suggest the proper way of doing this.
So you asked me about that?
Yes.
I'll say, dogma it's pageantry. It's not for the gods, it's for men. The gods will see what is in your heart, Sheldrick. Kill the beast and be done with it.
All right. Well, the pig is on the altar right now. They've already lifted it up.
Yep.
Aww.
Why are you so hard? It's so cute. So I, without thinking about it, and I take out a dagger and I look at it for a second, and I walk up to the pig, and I put my right hand on it, and I say, "Sorry, buddy, this is for Mal." I stab him right where I think his heart is.
Right where his heart is. Okay.
This piggy heart, yes.
Yep.
I try to make it
yep.
quick. I try to make it quick.
You're not, it's not foreign to you how to slaughter animals. You're familiar with this. So you just like angle your dagger up and in, punch, and then like twist. And the pig goes, and it just topples over, collapsing. You pull out your dagger, and there's just an ooze of blood that comes seeping out of the wound. It's not even a spray because you just shredded its heart. So, as soon as the creature dies, there's a moan that shudders from the earth around you. And there is a foul-smelling air that puffs up from like a whole bunch of a network of cracks all around the shrine. Would everybody make a DC 12 Constitution save?
That's just 1d12?
It's a D20 plus your Constitution modifier, or it's a Constitution save. So if you're proficient in con saves, then you'll add your bonus there.
I'm gonna use my inspiration from last session on this.
Cool.
Because I don't want to fuck this up.
At least I rolled a 20.
Still. All right.
Oof.
Chat always getting involved.
Yep.
Yeah,
Whether you ask for it or
roll
not.
the 20.
Todd
Yeah,
rolled a 20.
nobody
I
asked
crushed
you to
it.
roll.
I crushed it.
Okay, cool. There's like this dust that fills your lungs and chokes your throat, and the air smells stale and foul and kind of like decay almost. And you're all sort of overcome with a quick and brief coughing fit. Would each of you make a DC 12 Constitution save again?
Okay. Oh, one shy. God damn it.
Okay, Sheldrick is fine. Dr. Grigori and Varani,
Yeah.
both of you lose 1 hit point
Okay.
permanently.
Okay.
Your max HP goes down by 1.
Clearly,
Oh,
this
wait.
was a terrible idea.
Life of hard drinking. Hey man, we're doing it for your
Yeah.
brother.
Okay, that's all. Like the dust starts settling, and nothing else happens.
That's it? I say that, I'm like, that's it?
So
And I
I'm
saw this
looking,
pause.
yeah, I'm looking at the pig, and I'm kind of looking around the shrine, and looking behind it, and kind of, I look back at Grigori. I say, "What happens? What happens now? Is this normal?"
So I'm like, yeah, breathing heavily and like, look, like you can see me getting mad, and I'm like, fuck this, fuck you, Rasta, and I like walk over and shove the pig off the altar, and I get both arms under the altar and just start straining, and I'm like gonna like
Ooh.
flip it over.
Okay,
So
awesome.
I run. Can I run over to him at this point and put my hand on his shoulder, Grigori, about the whole angering the gods thing?
And I'm gonna look at you, and I'm all like straining with stress, like trying to like lift the altar, and like, is it like super heavy? I'm never gonna be able to do it, or can I make a check?
So you're like straining at it.
I just want to
and
knock
while-
it over. Fuck this
While
thing.
you're down there, you notice that this altar is actually like built into the ground a significant way, and maybe even like you see like bolts and stuff that are sort of like leading from the side down into the earth.
Okay, so I'll stop and like, because it's built into like, so we're on top of something, like.
I'm shrugging in case you couldn't see.
Yeah, no, I can see. Okay, all right. Well, I take a step back and I like wipe the pig's blood off my arms, and I'm like, shake my head. This god is not worthy of your sacrifice. Let's go home.
I will kind of nod, then I will crouch down to where you threw the pig and start gutting it. Because
Yeah, I mean, at least it will.
it was bacon and it was expensive bacon, so let's just eat it and go.
Okay.
I am
Alright.
not letting this go. Sheldrick is convinced something, like we made a sacrifice. Something happened. There's no reason that just killing a pig would create a whole bunch of gas. Something else had to happen, or maybe it wasn't the right thing, or this is not right.
I mean, it's pretty late in the day. If you guys wanted, you could just sort of camp here and like wait it out and see.
Hell no, no, not a chance.
Probably here.
Let's just
But
sleep in the altar.
Yeah.
We can come back.
Okay.
We may, we'll have to come back. There's nothing we
Like-
can do now, clearly. So
You don't want to wait for a while or anything like that.
Well, we wait long enough for Verani to butcher the pig, right?
yes.
Okay.
During
I'm
that,
really
we do
quick with that.
She's good with her dragon hands.
Yeah.
Maybe there's is there any kind of check we can roll right now to examine the area or try to
Yeah,
find any
absolutely.
indication of what else happened? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, roll an investigation check, Shaldrick. And while you do, a tall figure comes walking up. He has dark green skin, tusks jutting out from his lower jaw. And what do you say when you approach them, Kurthak?
You guys can't hear me. Hold on. You can't hear me. Sorry. I was all relaxed and fucking not paying attention and getting the video posted, and Steven just brought me in. I guess I approached. I'm just like, came out here as 3.
There was another one. He was taken by wolves.
Well, why is there a dead pig here? And
You
why,
mean delicious?
Ronnie, what are you doing to that pig?
Gutting it. It's bacon.
Do I realize
give
that
me
it's like a
chat English?
shrine?
Yeah, I mean, what you see is this like 5 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot stone altar with the bottom half of it is carved in this scene where there's like a long table and there's like feasting skeletons and ghouls and there's like a dark lord sitting in the back and the top of it has like grooves that like pig blood has oozed down into the earth. The ground around it is all cracked and dry.
What have you guys done?
I can just squint at you. Be like,
Well, we sacrificed a pig.
we
That's
haven't
it.
done.
Go ahead.
We haven't done anything of note. Maybe if you'd been with us from the first, that wouldn't be the case.
Don't.
But
I
here we
have my
are.
priorities, Grigori. You know that. You can't get upset at me for that.
I'm not upset. I'm just tired, and I need a drink.
I hand him. I like offer him my water, and then I understand that he said something more alcoholic. Kind of like take it back. Are we safe to leave?
Shaldrick, what have you found? A 13? Okay, yeah. You're looking at this altar, and let's see what more I can tell you about it. The ground around the altar is especially cracked, and like the air that came exploding out of the ground, like you follow these cracks out, and you find that there are basically like 8 vents spaced out about 10 feet from the altar in a circle around it, and like just like peering into them, you sort of see that they descend into the earth. They're just small. They're maybe like 4 inches across and like covered with a grate so that when the dust settles over them, you can't see them. But it seems like there's clearly something underneath the altar.
So, can you tell us a little about the environment? Are there is it like a plane around you? Is this structure
kind
and
of
the
a-
altar the only thing in distance?
Yeah, the altar is the only thing you can see because like within 200 feet or so, there are these like barrows that basically turn the area you're standing in into a bowl or a basin. So like down in the bottom of this bowl, there's this altar, and the ground everywhere, there's like cracks in the earth because it's just really dry, dusty earth, but especially around the altar and these vents.
So from the sounds of it, we're standing on top of a man-made structure, or at least a crafted structure.
that's
around,
your
so-
impression, yes.
So, can we search the altar and surrounding stuff for some type of a lever or a button or something to create an entrance of some kind?
That's what you were looking for
Yeah.
when
What
you were
was.
doing your
And I
investigation.
didn't find anything.
Correct. So,
All right, well.
yeah.
I relay that info to the party just to at least let them know what I'm seeing, and I guess we're back at square one.
Yeah, well, at least we know where this place is. It might not be the thing we were looking for, but we can always come back.
I
Sounds
agree.
good.
It's
All
definitely
right.
not an adventure for today.
Cool. So you guys, are you gonna like sleep the night out on the plains, or try to book it through like till midnight to try and make it back to Veriscali?
I think we should put as much space between the place we're at now and home as we can now.
I mean, you can definitely like
Agreed.
you could camp out on the plains, or you could just try to walk all the way home.
Okay.
Wait, so I guess before we leave, we were right next to the barrows, Stephen. Is that right?
You were in the barrows, like,
And this
you
is
were,
the place where I know Gilly to have died?
yeah, somewhere in here, you know that Gilly met her end.
So I guess, like, as the three of them walk off and maybe one of them hears it or something, I just, like, turn to the inside of the barrows and I'm just like, I'll be back soon. And then I just kind of, like, put my head down and walk off.
Yeah. Okay, so
So one thing I want to do at the shrine, like as everybody's like packed up and leaving, I'm gonna look at it, and like I did before at the temple, like I'm gonna spit on the shrine and be like, just another disappointing encounter with these civilized gods. Lord of the Fall, you're pathetic, and I'm gonna walk away.
nice. Okay, you guys, you make your way back to town and collapse into your beds at night. Now, Varani, do you still have hit points to recover?
Yes. Well, I lost 1 hit point in general, so my max is 9, and my current hit points is 8. So I need 1 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So overnight, you fall asleep and you rest. Make a DC 10 Constitution save for me.
Oh,
So
God.
it's just a D20 plus your Constitution modifier.
We'll go to this overlay because that one will load.
Who's making that roll?
That's Varani.
Okay. Oh, because she's still injured.
Nice. Well, we're all...
Okay, Varani, you wake up the next morning. You've recovered all of your hit points. Shaldrick or Grigori, had either of you taken damage?
No.
Okay.
No, sir.
So we will end the show here, and we'll look forwards. But over the next couple days, between this and the next time that you guys head out, you notice that you have contracted some kind of disease. It's Shaldrick, Varani, and Grigori, all three of you.
Okay. Should I just remember to diagnose myself later, or do you want me to make a medicine roll now? Or
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
And make a medicine check.
I would definitely want to
I want to do that
get
too.
treatment.
In fact, I'm going to assume that you guys just spend the time required to diagnose over the next couple days in town,
Okay.
and I can tell you that it is leprosy,
Yeah, I always wanted to be a leper.
and
Sweet.
it cannot be cured with medicine. It can only be cured with removed disease, and the lasting damage from it can only be reversed with the Greater Restoration spell. Make a medicine check for me, Grigori, just to see how much you know about leprosy.
Okay. Medicine for me is 3 is 5.
Okay.
Nothing. I'm a leper.
Can I please do the same?
Yes.
Yeah,
go
you get
ahead.
medicine too. There you go.
Okay, Varani knows a lot more about leprosy. So every time you rest, if you've taken damage, then you have to make a Constitution save. If you fail, you only recover up to your max minus 1d4 hit points. And if you roll a 1, you lose 1 hit point and 1 charisma permanently. At minus 3 charisma, a random small body part falls off.
Oh, God.
At minus 6 charisma, a random medium
Well,
sized
at
body
least
part
we
falls
all
off.
got leprosy.
Nice.
At minus 9,
I'm fucking
minus
excited
12,
to be dead, man, because y'all got
13,
fucking
18,
leprosy.
1.
You
Hey,
guys
at least we got
fucked.
something out of this adventure, guys.
You guys got
We
fucked.
looted a leprosy. Can I sell it? I'm gonna go
I
home
had
and
a
sell
troll
my
character die today, and my real character's alive. You guys got fucking leprosy.
You literally walked your character in right after the worst part. It's like, hey guys.
leprosy. No, and as soon as Kurthag goes to sleep, I'm just gonna cough into his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Um,
Talk wins.
So at minus 9 and every 3 charisma lost thereafter, a random large body part will fall off.
Look,
When your
you
charisma
don't need
hits
to hear this.
when your charisma hits 0, you die. You will reanimate in 1d8 minus 1 days, zeros immediately, with a 10% chance of returning as a ghast, otherwise as a ghoul. It's a wasting disease that slowly causes body parts to rot.
You know what, Steven? You're a wasting disease.
And it can only be cured with remove disease, and the lasting damage can only be reversed with the greater restoration spell. So, GG.
Great, cool.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that
Good
sucks,
stuff.
monkey balls. Great.
4-hour adventure, and we got
That's literally all that happened to you
So
guys.
not worth it. Wish you could flip my
Super
table.
worth it.
Oh
Really
my
glad
God.
that I played. Thanks, everybody.
You hear this
Whatever.
echo.
I am gonna be the coolest leper in town.
Did you enjoy your adventure?
Right up till the end there. It's fine.
Yep.
Who wants to start
So-
a leper colony with me? Anybody? Leper colony?
Yeah. Yep. What about
Alright.
XP?
Game. Thanks for playing. Yeah.
Some
So,
experience.
You want to calculate that, and we'll do
yes,
shoutouts?
I do calculate that. It'll be really quick.
Okay.
The three of you who survived each gain 134 experience points.
Well, at least
Really? Like just about enough to level?
you need 900, right?
I need
Yeah.
300.
Oh, to hit level
134?
2.
Yeah, they're just trying to hit level 2.
Yeah, 272. Cool.
So, do we get to pick the minor body part that we lose, or is that like a roll?
It would be a roll.
Oh.
Let's not talk about that till we get there, okay? Let's just roll it back.
Fun
We're
times
not
ahead.
there yet.
And Leper City.
Yeah.
Can
How
we
does a
start-
dragon get leper? How does that work? Leper City.
How does a dragonborn? It's just a wasting disease of the flesh, right?
So there's like her scales are just gonna start falling off.
Yeah, it's like scale by
Yep.
scale.
Yeah,
Nice.
Exactly.
Ouch.
That sucks.
It's fine.
Do you get an
Yes.
armor buff from dragon scales? Does that mean your armor goes down?
No.
No, they don't have a bonus.
I don't think they get a bonus. All right. Well, let's do some shout outs. Steven, we'll let you go first, and then we'll let everyone ridicule you.
All right. So, GG guys, thanks for playing, even though you got leprosy.
I
I'm
didn't get
kinda glad-
leprosy. They got leprosy.
I'm kind of glad you got leprosy because now you guys have to get rid of leprosy.
Well, thanks.
But to anybody out there who's watching, thank you for joining us and watching us play Dungeons and Dragons. It's always a blast. And I will do a Q&A over on r/itmeJP over on Reddit. And you should follow me to find out more about all sorts of role playing. And also, I'm the lead level designer for Eternal Crusade. And if you're curious about that, you should check it out. We actually just had a quick personnel shuffle, but the only person who ended up leaving was Miguel Caron, if you've been following the project. Everybody else is fully on board, and we've gained a new senior producer who came from EVE Online. So among other places, that was where he got his start. So it's been very exciting to have him on the project recently.
Nice.
So thank you guys for checking it out. I'll go get that Q&A started.
Cool stuff. Thanks for DMing this week. Co, thanks for playing. I hope you had a good time.
Oh yeah, no, I had a great time. It's always fun doing this. Big thank you to Adam, Zoe. It was great meeting you two, by the way. JP and Steven, always a pleasure to play with you. Big thanks to everyone in chat for putting up with my slowness, because I'm really bad at this still, but we're getting there. As for me, I'm CohhCarnage, twitch.tv/CohhCarnage, stream every single day at 8 a.m. Really focus on good vibes, good communities. We're doing a lot of H1Z1 and Darkest Dungeon these days, and yeah, hope to see you there. Thanks for tuning in.
Awesome stuff. Zoe, do some shout outs.
Thanks a lot for joining our adventures once more. Thanks a lot for giving me leper, Steven. It's great. Always a pleasure.
Anytime, no problem.
I know exactly what I wanted on a Saturday night. And Colt, it's been great meeting you, and it's been awesome to be on the show again. JP, Steven, Adam, great fun hanging out in the West Marches with you guys. And feel free to follow me wherever you can find me. And looking forward to be back.
There you go. And finally, Adam, do some shout outs and tell us how whatever fucking Steven's character is.
I was
gonna
just
contract
gonna say, yeah, Prosper Trudeau has syphilis now. How do you like
syphilis.
that?
I mean, I was gonna go with like space aids, or
Yeah.
there's a bunch of different
Yeah.
things you could do.
All of
Doesn't
all of
matter.
those.
Had sex.
Get out of here. Well, yes, thank you to all of our beautiful chat lepers for coming and watching us goof around in the swamp. I had a good time, despite Grigori now being a leper. Lesser restoration's not that expensive. We'll get this all sorted out next time. In the meantime, if you feel like being subjected to more of my silliness, follow me on Twitter @skinnyghost. And I will be back on JP's channel to GM Mirror Shades and Swan Song, though I can't remember when. Soon.
I think it's Monday and Thursday.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, so
something like that.
If you're not already following JP, do so, because I get to be in the GM chair. We'll get some space and some cyborgs. It'll be cool. Yeah, thanks for everything. That was a good one.
There you go. There you go. Shout out to all of you for allowing me to play a complete troll character that started to turn serious, then I got 2-shot. Or kind of 1-shot, but whatever. It happens. It happens. That's it. I'll let you guys know when we're playing next. And shout out to everyone for being on the show. First hour is already up on YouTube if you want to go check that out. If not, I'll put up the sub VOD here in just a little bit. So see you guys next time. We're out for the West Marches. Have a good one. Bye-bye.